Dr. Singer, I know that you work with 200 neurological relief centers throughout the United States. Tell us a little bit about these centers.
Well, NRC stands for Neurological Relief Centers, and a technique was discovered a couple years ago that was mind-boggling. Imagine having a technique where a person lays down on the table with Parkinson's. Maybe they have foot drop because they have MS. Maybe they've had unrelenting migraine headaches and have been to 12 other hospitals. Maybe they've got stenosis, a spur right into the spinal cord, and they're dying in pain and no drugs alleviate it. Surgeries have failed. Maybe they've got cerebral palsy. Maybe they've got lupus. Maybe they've got reflex sympathetic dystrophy, or any of these really tough kind of cases. Imagine having a technique where the patient lays down on the table, and by placing your hands on their neck in less than 7 minutes, and this is without a manipulation, in less than 7 minutes, they have a 50 to 100% alleviation of their symptomatology. That's what this NRC technique is about. That's why there are now 200 neurological relief centers in the United States alone. Clinics now in Jordan, in the Netherlands, soon to be in Luxembourg, soon to be in Italy, they're already in Mexico, they're already in Colombia. This is without a doubt the biggest breakthrough in the helping of human suffering that I've certainly ever seen in my 40 years. But I would like to invite you to spend 2 hours with me in an upcoming webinar. Actually, it's an hour and a half, so it's not so long. In an hour and a half webinar where I will have doctors from around the world share their experience about this technique. We'll explain to you how this technique works and why you might want to have it for your practice. Because you see, it will attract an entirely different patient to your clinic. Instead of being afraid of the rough cases, you're going to bring them on. And more importantly than that, these people will pay cash. And you don't have to become a prisoner of insurance companies. These people are so desperate, they will pay you more than you could ever imagine to have the chance to get well. An hour and a half is not a lot of time to learn a technique that could potentially change the life of yourself, your practice, the patients in your community, and give you the opportunity to literally go into a whole new stratosphere of practice. To have the certainty you can help the most difficult of cases alone is worth learning about this technique. So join me. It's an hour and a half webinar, and I will have doctors from around the country, like I said, join us and explain to you just what this technique is all about and find out if it's something that you would like to learn. I look forward to seeing you on a future webinar.